So, in this game, just Zilean Nautilus top lane, and yeah. So this is another one. Sorry about that. This is another one where I'll just commentate on the whole game. So we have a TF. Sorry, a TF. Oh, I feel sick. Lucian, Abram, Nidalee. Against an Ezreal, Fizz, Nautilus. I forgot the rest. Whatever. The pretty much doesn't matter because it's a Zilean and Nautilus top lane. Really unfun lane to play. And ignoring my chat with that guy. It's just people keep blaming their team, and you have to look at your own mistakes if you want to improve. So it goes out to all of you guys, by the way. Here, Nautilus doesn't really have any kill pressure early on, so you can just farm easily. Don't shove the lane, just let it freeze. Here, I'm just poking him down because there's literally nothing else to do. So this game goes pretty quickly. Just by the way, $20-minute game. Yeah, so it does end up pushing. So what I did was bomb, so that I would push further, more quickly, and then come back to a frozen position faster. Because the sooner, in early game, the sooner it goes, like, if it's pushing, the sooner it comes back to you as a frozen, the less chance you have ganking, because usually they start bottom side, and then they'll make their way top lane and then try to gank around level 3 or 2. So I'm playing really passively here. By the way, in case you wanted to know, TGP is kind of like kind of records your games, and it tells you on a scale of 20 how good you were in each game. And this guy was complaining, so I just checked his scores, and pretty low. In case you wanted to know about the other conversation. Here I don't really, like, it does well to poke him out and to get him a flash, right? However, I don't really think you should. I personally don't think it's good. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I rather my jungler ganks mid lane or bot lane rather than top lane. However, I do see the fact that if a jungler does gank for top lane, it's a pretty much a 100% increase, so it's a 2v1. But same thing goes to mid lane, and I think mid lane has a bigger impact. That's just my personal opinion. See, just farming really slowly, really simply, just calmly. There's nothing much you can do. I mean, Nautilus is just too tanky, and Zilean doesn't have much kill pressure early on, and then later on when you do have kill pressure, Nautilus is too tanky to kill him. So that's why I think Zilean top is pretty good against Nautilus, because either way, you're not going to kill him. And, well, you might as well just have that utility for your team top lane with your ult. Save your carries. You have more carries if you go top lane. You have a mid lane carry and a bot lane carry. While if you're mid lane, you only have one carry, which is the bot lane. Like, I don't classify Zilean as a carry, or maybe jungler actually, but I don't classify Zilean as a carry because He only has his bombs, pretty much. If that makes sense. Here we're back. I can choose whether to buy Sheen or the frozen glacial fissure? Glacial, I don't know, whatever it is. And I decided to buy, well, that thing. Because well, and you get tanky to counter Nautilus's tankiness. And Sheen is only really there to help you farm. And against Nautilus, it doesn't matter if you're behind in farm, honestly. You're fine either way, in my personal opinion. Here, there's nothing to do top lane, so I go bot lane, go mid lane to try to gank this Fizz. You wait for him to E. Here, he happens to E right when you're ganking, so good. Gives more kill pressure. And although it looked bad, you notice that he ults TF, and I have to walk away because TF is going towards me. Ult Nidalee in the last second. Nidalee goes a little too ham here, but we do end up getting the Fizz, which means we won the trade. And the Nautilus TP'd, which means we can later do Dragon if we want to. So, yeah, luckily they did a lot of mistakes during this thing, I guess. Here we can't do a dragon because Nidalee's not up. Sorry if you can hear the typing, I'm like, well, just typing, I guess. It's quite a boring game, honestly, if you verse Nautilus. There's not much to talk about. That's why I was skeptical to do this whole game, but I guess it's interesting to know why I did what, if you know what I mean, like thought processing. Here, double bombed it to get the farm, and with your items that I have like here, a lot of mana, so it doesn't matter if you double bomb. It doesn't matter as much. It matters, but it doesn't matter as much. Here, I do it again. Nautilus isn't here, so I shove the lane, so he loses. Potentially, well, he loses minions and potentially loses a cannon minion. See that he's bot lane, mid lane. I can't do shoot stuff. Should have TP'd. I didn't call Mia again. My issue. Sorry, team. Go in the lane, go in the river, so that Nautilus, so it's to stun Nautilus and make him lose a lot of XP and minions. Here you missed pretty much a whole wave. Again, I shoved the lane. And here, Nautilus is going super aggressive, which means somebody's here. So I go away. However, Jarvan's already there, and I'm pretty much screwed. However, we have a TF, so that means ulti, and my stun hits both of them. I do end up dying, but due to my stun hitting both of them and the TF ulti, we make it a 1-for-1 trade. And potentially a 2-for-2 trade. No spoiler alerts, it doesn't happen. This game was a long time ago, so I don't actually remember. So Nidalee, if I remember well though, Nidalee, well, first of all, Nidalee flashed way too early there, and she lived. But she flashed way too early there. She should flash in the animation of Fizz's E. That means you need good reflex, but she doesn't. Per se. So here I just speed myself in lane. I have a lot of mana, so it's alright. here. No, this is not top lane, so you shove it with your double Q. Zilean is really good at shoving. So after this minion, I screw up the CS, however I somehow get it. I guess I didn't screw it up. But notice I wanted to back, but I don't have enough money for Frozen Gauntlet, so it's kind of a useless back, right? I just back and I would lose the wave. But I don't want to stay top lane because there's nothing for me top lane other than a shove. So I decide to go mid lane. I go a little too early, but to be honest, doesn't matter because I zone him out. He can't go that. You notice where I did my double bomb, he couldn't go that way, and Nidalee was doing dragon, Nidalee and Braum, so it means that we should have backup, which apparently was only Braum. Nidalee didn't come, so it kind of screwed us over, but it's alright, I guess, because in the end I get enough money for my item. No, it really that was bad on my part in a way, because I went a little too ham too early. Maybe should have waited for dragon to be done. Got a little too anxious, and it caused our team to have TF dead and Nidalee dead and Braum dead. You have no mana to help him. And yeah, caused me to die too. I don't remember this part. That is some tunnel visioning, boys. You do not want that. Wait, okay, I don't remember this part. Yo, if he gets the kill. Okay, it doesn't get the kill. Okay, he gets the kill, and my TP was bad, so my bad. Sorry guys. Anyway, no one's mid lane, we shove lane so that TF can have more map pressure since we got their mid lane. Luckily, doesn't matter. As Zilean, roaming isn't as punishing because you can easily just E back to lane and catch up at least a couple of CS more than you would if you were, for example, a Veigar roaming. I said Veigar because I used to play him, but for example, a Nautilus roaming. Your E allows you to catch CS that otherwise would probably not be in your pocket for per se. Again, now this is not top lane. Shove the lane. Auto attack the minion at the front, so it slows down, meaning it gets like auto attack the minion that's not in the Frozen Gauntlet slow. That means this is, I mean, not in the Q radius, because this means it will get slowed and the minions around it will get slowed, and it will cause it to fall back and get bombed if you want to shove lane. One thing, Zilean is actually amazing against Jarvan. His ult, your double bomb counters his ult, so it's really nice to have. Again, another thing why Zilean top is pretty strong is because, well, notice that I always buy Frozen Gauntlet first, and that means you instantaneously get 35% cooldown, which means you have so much utility. And just there, you saw I bombed the Jarvan ulti, and like 5 seconds later, I stunned Nautilus to get kills. So, yeah. And thanks to that, we get the turret top lane. I just looked at the... yeah, whatever. There's nothing much to talk about here. I don't know if you can hear that. That's just like windows and shit. Yeah. See, this is the issue with the raw footage gameplay, is that you can't always talk, so I feel really awkward just standing there and doing nothing. That's why I think the clips are better. But I guess you guys wanted to see. Here, ult at the last second. It's really good against Fizz, because Fizz's W is like over time, damage over time is a dot. Damage over time. And it just lets you proc your ulti if you do it right. Let's just they do an all-in on me and they die. Let's just push mid lane. I believe we get the inhibitor off this. No, maybe the turret, not the inhibitor. See that I looked at Spear Visage. At the top of Zilean, you can go either Spear Visage or Banner of Command, in my opinion. This is why I didn't take Lucidities, or else it'd be like too much CDR, and it'd be a waste of money. Here, since I'm against a Fizz, and Fizz is, let's be honest here, really stupid, I pick Banner of Command. I mean, I pick Spirit Visage, because you need that extra AP also. I mean, you need that extra MR, and considering we have TF Nidalee, we already have enough AP, so it's fine. Again, going top lane, just farm. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think this game ends in FF. So yeah, it ends with an FF. I remember now. Okay, yeah, I did really well this clip and this game. I mean, not really well. It was just a good game because it's against Nautilus, right? As Zilean top. So I was wondering whether to upload it or not because the Fizz was feeding, but I decided to because there was nothing else to do. I mean, like, there's nothing else I could have uploaded or clipped, considering I'm really busy, so I can't always, well, do that. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the game, honestly. Sorry for not talking much, but I don't really know. Hopefully, over time, doing all these full gameplays, I'll get better at commentating. I hate Chinese League, dude. I hate it. You don't get banned. You can't get banned in Chinese League. And this happens so much. Whatever, Elo. I was stuck in Season 4 in Silver 4, because I'm not even kidding, I had an AFK every game. I went Carthage Jungle, AFK. It was annoying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.